Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 12 scientifically impossible places that actually exist. Our world is full of amazing places, but some places literally prove science wrong. These places scientifically should not be able to exist, but by some miracle they do, so let's check them out. But before we get into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too? Coming up first, we have Kawah, Ijen. This place is located in Indonesia. It's actually a sulfur mine built on the side of a volcano. That really does sound like the most dangerous place ever, but this place is surprisingly non-dangerous as the volcano is dormant. This means there's no danger that it will erupt. But what's amazing is the lava that flows off this volcano at night. At night, the lava is neon blue. Normally lava is a glowing red color, but if you come here, it looks like magical water. Of course, if you tried to swim in this blue lava, you wouldn't last long. Make no mistake, it is just as hot as regular boiling hot orange lava. But why is the lava coming out of this volcano blue? Well, it's actually due to the sulfur mine on this volcano. The sulfur which has been mined has mixed with the volcano's lava. This has caused sulfur gas to be trapped inside the lava, causing blue flames on it. And what's really scary is these blue flames can sometimes shoot up to 10 meters into the air. So really, this blue lava is half semi-solidified gas. It's kind of like if the blue flame on your kitchen stove turned into a semi-solid. But if you ever go here, be careful, as the sulfur is so toxic it gets into the air. This means all the air around here is very toxic and poisonous. Anyone who goes here must wear wet clothing and a gas mask. But some people think it's worth it to see this amazing blue lava. Next up, we have HESSDALEN lights. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a UFO? Or is it just some magical science-defying lights? That's what many people ask when they visit the rural town of HESSDALEN in Norway. If you go to this place in the rural center of Norway, you'll see something amazing over the HESSDALEN Valley. These lights in the sky are spotted often and randomly in the area. The lights appear to be in white, yellow and red colors. The lights only appear when it's pitch black outside, and they last anywhere from a few seconds to hours. Sometimes the lights move slowly, but other times they move at ridiculously fast speeds. And when I say that, I mean faster than any vehicle or animal in the world. The lights have been seen since the early 1930s, but no one's exactly sure what causes these lights. Some say they're UFOs, but some scientists have a theory it's actually ionized iron dust. However, no one's 100% sure, so who knows, maybe this is alien life visiting Norway. Either way, it's somewhere I'd really like to go to and see in real life one day. Next up, we have Devil's Kettle. The Devil's Kettle can be located in Minnesota, USA, and it's on the north shore of Lake Superior. Now, the strange thing about this waterfall is that it splits into two. Due to the rock formations, one half of the waterfall goes down into the lake and the other goes into a mysterious pothole. It literally disappears and no one's sure where the water goes. All people know is the water falls for roughly 10 feet before it disappears underground. Scientists have thrown things like food dyes and ping pong balls into the river to see where it appears. But they never saw the ping pong balls or dyed water ever again, and they don't know where this water actually comes out. It's far too dangerous to explore underneath these potholes and underground. So right now, no one's sure where this water disappears into. As far as scientists can see, it just goes into the pothole and never comes out anywhere. But if that's the case, then why isn't this pothole flooded yet? One thing's for sure, the Devil's Kettle is a great American mystery. Next up is Underwater Park. Everyone loves going to parks and playgrounds. But unless you're a fish, you won't be able to spend much time in this one. That is because this park located in Austria is 100% underwater. Yep, you really do need a scuba tank just to get down here. It's located near the Hauptschwab Mountains in Austria. And despite it being underwater, it is a very beautiful park with many benches and trails. It's only open in the summertime and the autumn, however. That's because the town it's in gets very cold and the whole water ices over in the winter. Not only that, the park's also buried in snow. But in the summer and autumn, divers love to come down here and explore the benches and bridges underwater. This place may not be practical, but it is absolutely amazing. And if you love fish, you can check them out in this park. Seals and other creatures also inhabit this park. And even if you don't like swimming, don't worry, the water's incredibly clear, which means you're actually able to see it from above ground. Next up is Lake KARACHAY. What if I told you there was a place that if you stood there for 1 hour, you would pass away? Well, that is exactly the case with Lake KARACHAY in western Russia. But how did this once beautiful lake turn out to be one of the most dangerous places in the world? Well, back when the USSR and USA were competing in the nuclear race, there were many facilities making nuclear things in Russia. One of these facilities was located on the banks of Lake KARACHAY, and the facility was called the Mayak facility. They would make various nuclear arms and then dump the radioactive material into the water. They weren't trying to pollute the lake, they just didn't realize the danger they were causing. But in 1957, one of these storage tanks blew up. This caused radioactive particles to travel for 10,000 square miles. This pretty much made the area very, very dangerous. Due to all the radioactive dust in 1976, this caused a drought which caused the lake to dry up. The lake is now pretty much all covered by concrete, but the area is incredibly toxic and dangerous. And this means if you stand there for more than 1 hour, you will not be alive anymore. Next up is Petrifying Well. This place is one of the UK's oldest tourist attractions, and it can be found on the bank of the Nid River in North Yorkshire. Hundreds of years ago, people believed this place was cursed by a witch or devil. The scary thing about this place is the entrance actually looks like a skull. And much like Medusa, anything the water in this cave touches turns to stone. If you leave an item in this cave and it gets touched by water, it turns into stone. It only takes a few days for this to happen and scientists are baffled by it. It's really due to a ridiculously high mineral content in the water. This means if anything gets touched by the water, it will develop a hard rock-like shell. But scientists don't know why this happens so quickly. It's just something strange and unique about the water in this well. Many things like toy bears and bicycles have been left in the well and have turned to stone. And if you go and visit it, it does make for a very, very creepy time. That said, I'd love to bring some of my enemies down there one day and turn them into stone. Next up is Doubletree. This is one of the most unique trees in the world. It's on the border of two Italian towns, Grana and Corzo, but on the border of those towns is a very strange sight to see. There's one very large mulberry tree and inside that a cherry tree is growing out of it. But how did one tree grow inside another tree to make a double tree? Well, it's actually because when the mulberry tree was growing, birds dropped cherry stones into the tree. This caused a cherry tree to grow inside the mulberry tree. And not only that, these trees have survived for hundreds of years. They were quickly nicknamed by the town's locals the Double Tree, and it's been known as that ever since. So if you live anywhere near these towns in Italy, then check this out as it's an amazing sight to see. Next up is Boiling River. If you were to take a dip in this river, then you wouldn't last long at all. In fact, it would be similar to swimming in that blue lava from before. The Boiling River is located deep in the Amazon rainforest. But what's so dangerous about this boiling river? Well, it can reach temperatures as hot as 91 degrees Celsius. For any Americans watching, that's around 200 degrees Fahrenheit. That means nothing is alive in this river. All you'll find is big stones. Any fish or animals, or indeed humans who go in here, will not last long at all. But why is the water so hot here? Well, it's because it's so close to a nearby volcano. Now, the volcano is actually 700 kilometers away. Now, obviously that's very far away and scientists aren't sure why this volcano is heating up the water so far away. Some say there may be a fault line underneath the earth that causes this weird phenomena, but really no one knows and it kind of does defeat science. But if you ever see this river in the Amazon rainforest, stay well away. Next up is Cross Sea. If you go to the sea or the beach, you'll see many waves. But these waves usually go back and forth from the sea to the shore. But clearly not all waves, as there's a phenomena known as cross sea. A cross sea is a sea state which is generated by the wind. And that is where the waves move in directions of crosses. That's right guys, you'll actually be able to see square waves in a cross sea. This only occurs when there's odd weather and a shift in the winds. The waves will then run at an odd angle, creating a dangerous shifting pattern. That's right guys, if you ever see cross waves, then get out of the water. Square waves are very dangerous for various reasons. They basically trap you in that square and you won't be able to swim to the shore. Also, sometimes it can generate very large waves which sweep you underwater. Many have sadly met their fate in a cross sea. So if you see square waves, then stay well away. This is such an interesting phenomena, I may do a whole video dedicated to square waves. Leave a comment if you'd like to see that. And finally on the list of places that defy science, we have Catatumbo River. This is another body of water which you should really be careful of. It's located in western Venezuela and it's called the Catatumbo River. Every night from 7 PM till dawn, there are lightning storms over the river. This occurs for around 90% of all days in a year. And the never-ending lightning smashes right into the water, causing the water to be electrocuted. But no scientist is sure why these storms always occur. Some say it could be uranium in the bedrock of the sea. This may be like a magnet for lightning, but that doesn't make any sense as it doesn't show why storms occur here. So really no one has any idea why storms occur over this river every single day almost. But be sure never to swim in this lake as it could be very, very dangerous. So those were some scientifically impossible places that actually exist on Earth. Be sure to check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most awesome place. I think it's the blue lava volcano as that is so cool. If you guys want more amazing videos, check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that coming up on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.